Good evening, good evening, good evening, everybody. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Appreciate y'all for joining me over here at the Word and I. Brother Life is supposed to be joining me pretty soon, but we went ahead and cranked it up. Yes, yes, yes. This is the final TikTok for the foreseeable future. So we're gonna have to make some adjustments. We're gonna have to do some different things. Um, but we'll adjust. We'll adjust wherever God leads us, wherever God deems us to go. We will go there and we will make noise, just like we did on TikTok. So wherever the next app, I'll be working on my YouTube channel mostly from here on out. So if you wanna keep up in touch with me, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can keep in touch. So I won't lose your beautiful faces, So I can say hello and how y'all doing. Cause you know what it is. We're getting banned. If you in the United States and if you opened up TikTok, you see that it says that it's getting banned tomorrow. I'm going to try to get a VPN. I'm going to try to see what's going on. I'm going to try to see if there's a loophole or any way that we can get around it. But for right now, it look like we're done. We're done. Bring up the Imam. Look like we done. Brother Chris.
Hey, God bless, brother.
God bless you. God bless you. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I wanted to be up here last live stream for you anyway.
Yep. The last live stream for the foreseeable future. I'm hoping, Trump or somebody save us. But
It's just going to take somebody rich.
yeah. The problem is nobody want to buy it. They don't want to sell it, so maybe they'll feel differently in the future. But as for now, we're out of there. So subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure y'all subscribe to my YouTube channel to keep up with me. My live is lagging. Let me see. See if I can remedy that. Am I still lagging? Now I gotta redo this. Appreciate the gifts. Let me hook back up to my YouTube real quick. Yep. All right. Am I still lagging, everybody?
I don't think it's going to much matter. I think it's on a lot of live streams right now.
They probably getting ready to shut it down, man. They getting ready to shut us down, Chris.
Well, you technically only have 2 hours left in the East Coast until midnight on the 9th. That's when the 19th will happen, or turn the 19th, right? So that's technically when TikTok is banned in the U.S. is in 2 hours on the East Coast.
How many people you think in the U.S. use this to where we're going to see a significant
Millions,
difference?
hundreds of millions. There's hundreds of millions of people here in TikTok from the USA, guaranteed.
Yeah, this is crazy. Well, I'm gonna miss all of my followers on here. Like I said, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribe to brother Chris Kloss's YouTube channel. I'm gonna be wherever you can find me on YouTube. Irish Chris. I wish I could stay. I don't want to leave, but I gotta go right now.
You know what I'm gonna. You know what I'm gonna start doing. Word.
What's that?
I'm gonna start doing Instagram and YouTube live. I'm gonna see Instagram. See if we can fire up Instagram a little bit.
Don't you have to use? Don't you have to have like 1,000 followers for Instagram to go live?
Well, I think so.
I see Jay was trying to come up.
Or we can even use X, that platform too.
Yeah, and you don't need no certain amount of followers to go live on X either. You can just open up a room.
Yeah.
$30 will get you 1,000 followers, dude.
On Instagram.
Yeah, yeah. But listen, I'm reading out here on Huffington saying that Trump is going to give a 90-day extension.
I hope.
So they might go down temporarily because it's a Sunday. It's a really horrible day. No one's around, and he takes office tomorrow.
Yeah. I hope. I hope. You know. I don't know. I don't know. Some people saying use a VPN. I don't think that's gonna work. I don't think that's gonna work. Yeah, man. So I don't know if the VPN will work, Tally. Crimson, don't mention the Texans right now. We got shafted. We got shafted. Hold on, my dog barking.
Chris is going like it's good to be a Canadian, right? It's not going to affect him. He's like, come on over the border.
Yeah, but I think you will probably have to get a new number with a Canadian number. I don't know. I don't know how that'll work. I don't know how that'll work. Mostly, I do want to do a little cooking, but if we don't, spending our time with y'all, our last few hours on TikTok, that'll be good enough. You know?
It's, it's like a high school. The last day of high school, everybody is leaving. Yeah,
Yeah,
go to a different.
yeah.
I sincerely believe they'll look. I'm looking at this. They already got a offer from Perplexity AI. Submitted a proposal to ByteDance on Saturday to create a new entity that merges Perplexity with TikTok US. According to a person familiar, it's on Huffington. It's saying if successful, the new structure would include other investors and allow ByteDance shareholders to retain their stake in the company. So somebody's already made an offer. The Perplexity is not acting to purchase the coveted ByteDance algorithm that feeds TikTok using videos based on their interest. So the person said that they thought a fair price for TikTok without the algorithm is north of $50 billion.
Oh, really?
I, yeah, I don't see them walking away from $50 billion, and this looks like they're not even asking for the algorithm. Without the algorithm, it's $50 billion.
Oh, somebody said life is live. Can y'all see if life is
No.
live?
Yeah, I'll go check.
Because
So
if
it
so,
continues to say,
I'll shut this one down and just go over there to life.
okay, if the proposed merger goes through, the algorithm would need to be rebuilt. They spoke on the conditions. In terms of potential buyers, Shark Tank Kevin O'Leary recently said a consortium of investors that he and billionaire Frank McCourt put together offered ByteDance $20 billion in cash.
Well, yep.
Yeah, life is live.
Yeah, he live. All right. Yeah, everybody here, let's go over to Brother Life live. Let's go over to Brother Life's live. I'm
All
gonna
right,
shut
brother.
it down, man. Y'all God bless. Go to Brother Life. Life GL 2.0. I'm going over there now.
That he is also the true God as well, because it's the Trinity. The Trinity is the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. So they're all the true God. So the Father is the true God, the Son is the true God, and the Holy Spirit is the true God. So it's not multiple gods. To you, I don't know.
So what do
I
you
don't know
call that?
who. I call it one God. It's triune. That's why it's in the word triune.
I know,
That's why
but
that's why it's the Trinity, because it's not multiple gods. It's one God, and His nature is made up of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. So it's one essence, three persons.
are they the same?
What do you mean? Yes, they're the same.
So
Are they the same what?
are they the same person?
No, they're not the
No, they're
same
not the
person.
same person,
They're not the same person.
but they're
So
God. They're not three gods,
They're the same
if they're
God.
but they're
the,
distinct persons.
if it's one God and they're not the same, how are they the same?
They're the same in their
Distinct
essence.
persons, one essence.
Yeah.
The essence is identical. The person is
When you
distinct.
when you say essence, what does that mean?
The being of God. The one being. Being is just another word for essence.
The being. Okay. So I'm not trying to cherry pick, but
What you
what's
got
the
going on?
yeah? It's crazy.
Nah, you good.
What's the
My
context of
son.
It's cool, bro. What's the context of when Jesus said the Father is greater than I?
Okay, so the context where he says the Father is greater than I is because God is the God of all flesh. So Jesus came down, right? If God is down in the flesh and Jesus is in the flesh, then that means that the Father can definitely be greater than Christ. And also, if he has made himself lower than the angels, what the Bible explains, this is the reason why that statement could be true, which would not negate him from being God at the same time. Because you have these two, and there's also other variables as well that would go into context with this verse as well too. But those are 2 points that can be made for that verse and the statement made there.
Yeah, but he's also God in the flesh,
But he's not talking
correct?
about when Jesus says that, he's not talking about within their essence, within their being. He's talking about within their
Yeah.
role. Because like Brother Life just said in Philippians 2:6, he came down as a servant to do the Father's will, to do everything that the Father asked. Even though, like me and you, we can be equals, we're equally human, right? We got the same human nature. But with the Father and the Son, he came down as a servant. Just like if you was my boss at my job, you just have a higher role than I do. But we're still equal in our nature.
So God came down as a servant,
The second person of the Trinity, yes, he came down as a servant, the Son,
and who was he serving?
the Father,
Which is
the Father, God, the
that's
first person of the Trinity.
you see how confusing this is?
Just because it's confusing, that doesn't make it true. That's a fallacy of incredulity, because you say, "Oh, I can't figure it out, so it must be false." That ain't how that works. I don't know rocket science, but I don't know. I can't say it's false because I don't know it.
It's not that. It shouldn't be that confusing.
Okay, so what about you? Let's
Yeah, just here's the point, right? Just because you're confused doesn't make it true, right? So the problem is that there are plenty of things that are confusing. Somebody can give you a calculus math problem, and you're gonna say it's confusing, but that doesn't mean that when they told you the answer to that calculus math problem, that doesn't mean that their answer is false because you're confused on how they got to that answer, and you're also confused about how the answer even is the answer. That doesn't make it wrong. So you can be confused about the Trinity all you want, but that doesn't make the Trinity false. That doesn't make the Trinity concept false either. Because there are things about Islam that's confusing and doesn't make sense, but you reverted. So obviously, I guess you say everything in Islam makes sense. Is that
I
what
mean,
you're saying? Are you saying everything that in Islam makes
I mean,
sense?
no.
Because
There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that I don't know, and I can't answer. And
okay,
also, like,
well, there it is. If there's a lot of things that you don't know and are seemingly confusing to you, right? Then that doesn't mean that what it is that you're following is not true. Now, I believe Islam is false. I don't believe Islam is true. But if you're going to say that something is confusing and there it is, see, that's why I left,
it's
that
it's not.
just doesn't make any sense because there's things that we're going to never understand when it comes down to God. We're not going to fully be able to understand God in every single thing that he does. So
It's
that's
not
not
the.
even really a good argument against Christianity.
No, no.
Like we
It's not.
explained the Trinity to you, but then you said, see, that's why I left because it's confusing.
No, no.
Well,
It's
then
not.
I can bring some stuff to you about Islam that's confusing. And
It's not the confusing part. It's the contradictions.
no, okay, hold on. So look, if we're gonna have a conversation, let's stay on track. Is it confusing or is it not confusing?
It's
Let's figure that out,
the contradictions is what makes it confusing.
brother.
What do you mean
Okay,
about
give me a
contradiction?
second. No, hold on, work, because he's going away from the point now. He's doing the. This is what happens when you become a Muslim. Like this is clearly
The
what
Muslim
happens when you
shuffle.
become a Muslim. You don't know how to stay on topic. Is what I said about something being confusing true? Just because you're confused does not mean that it's false, right?
That's mine.
Right.
Okay, so contradictions has nothing to do with anything because
Okay,
word
so I
and I
take back what I
explained to you the
said.
Trinity.
I take
Okay,
back-
thank you.
There you go. So
All right,
I'm saying
thank
the
you.
contradiction part. There you go. I'm man.
Okay,
I'll tell you.
you haven't. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. You haven't posed a contradiction though. You asked about the Trinity. So you're talking about the contradiction part. I'm confused about what it is that you're talking about. Second of all, if you're done with the
Thank
Trinity
you,
part,
Fadi
your,
X
your
Muslim,
questions
for
were
gifting
answered.
out 5
It's our
memberships.
turn to ask you a question now
Good
about
looking
Islam.
out. God bless you, brother.
I
Are you
was
done with the
done,
Trinity? Did you get your answers on the Trinity or what?
Of course not. I didn't even get nothing. I didn't get nothing out of it.
Well, all you did was giggled and said, "See, that's the confusing part," and then you
No.
tried to go to something else. So
Yeah, and nobody-
Okay, so what else is your misunderstanding? Because we gave you the scriptures, we gave you the understanding about the two questions that you asked, and then you submitted to, well, it's still confusing. Well, that doesn't mean that it's false. So, is there anything else you want to talk about, or can we ask you about Islam now?
Well, yeah, I'm asking you if if he's telling us there's only one true God, if the Father is greater than
We just explained that.
hold on, I myself can't do nothing on my own. What is that? What is he trying to tell you?
We just explained this, and then you turned around and asked the question again. We already explained this to you.
But is he gonna finish? But is he gonna finish that verse? All of the verses? You talking about the one true God? But go read the next 2 verses, and it'll tell you.
I mean,
You don't even know the next 2 verses, do you?
I don't have the Bible with me.
But you say you was a Christian, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So are you not going to read the next 2 verses? Are you going to even look at the next 2 verses? Or are you just going to be like, well, I don't got the
I
Bible
could, but
with me?
I'm gonna have to get off my phone and Google it.
All right.
To be honest.
I'll bring it up to you so we can lay this to rest. And we're going to ask you about your Quran and Tawheed and its makeup of God and all that. See how well you know it. Since you want to, like, everyone want to critique Christianity. But when we put the shoe on the other foot, oh, it's always something else.
It's something else.
It's always something else. Cool when they do it. It's a problem when we do it.
Right.
I'm not critiquing, bro. It's just questions.
Okay.
don't
So
know
let's
why
see.
it's-
John 17:3.
But you got to be consistent in your question.
Yeah, you got to be consistent. John 17:3 says, and this is eternal life, that they know you, the only true God, and Jesus Christ, whom you have sent. I glorified you on earth, having accomplished the works that you gave me to do. And now, Father, glorify me in your presence with the glory that I had with you before the world existed. So if Jesus had the glory of the Father, the same glory as the Father, that you think is the only true God, before the world existed, what does that make Jesus?
So he's asking the Father for glory.
When? For when? What type of glory?
You're the one who read it.
Well, you supposed to be listening.
Listen, that's how do you think I came up with that? You're the
No,
one who read it to
you
me.
act like all you heard was that he asked for glory.
All right. What you tell me the glory. What is he
Okay,
asking for?
it's the glory. Listen, glorify me in your presence with the glory that I had with you. So Jesus already possessed this glory with the Father from when? Before the world existed. Before anything existed, Jesus was with the Father and had the same glory. So what does that make Jesus?
Doesn't make him anything for me.
It
Doesn't
doesn't make him anything.
doesn't help.
Who existed before anything existed? The whole world existed.
God.
Okay, so then that makes Jesus God. This is
How
why
how does it
Muslims
make
only want to. This is why Muslims only want to
my
quote
man?
17:3, but they never go to 4 and 5. Because if you go to 4 and 5, you see that Jesus is saying that he's equal with the Father. He had the same glory as the Father before the world even existed.
How is that possible if he was born?
That means that that's what, bro. Because that means that
What?
his
Yeah.
spirit within God's essence, he was always present. The second person of the
But
Trinity. This is what you're not
you
getting.
can't be
How
born.
long? How long were you a Christian, man? These are like baby questions,
They're
bro.
not
You
baby
can't
questions. They're
you couldn't
actually
have
common sense.
possibly no. You couldn't have possibly been a Christian that long or even care to deep dive with the questions that you're asking. Just with
My
all
man.
due respect.
Well, bro, you told me Jesus always existed. I said, how did he always exist if he was born?
1 second, brother. The word you said
Dominoes.
that Jesus existed before Abraham or whatnot, and therefore he's God, correct?
Did I mention Abraham?
I mean, I just joined, but you said that before Jesus' human form even existed, he was still there,
I didn't
and
say
therefore he
that.
was
Hold
God.
on. I didn't say that. The
Okay.
Bible said that.
Okay, can you correct me? What was your claim exactly?
That's what the Bible said. I was just reading the Bible.
Okay. So then, based on that argument, Jesus would be God, correct?
Exactly.
Okay. So I can't even pronounce his name properly. Is Melchizedek a God as well?
Show me where Melchizedek existed before everything was.
Yeah, he. So if you read Genesis 14:18 to 20,
Read it
uh, okay, 1 second, I'll get it for you.
and watch
Oh,
how
yeah.
it be
Now,
on your
now this is
face.
getting good now. This is getting good
Yeah,
now.
it's good and good, and you better see him get cooked.
All right, let's see. But I asked a perfectly common sense question, bro. I said, how was Jesus born if he was always there?
Do you know what flesh is?
Yeah, flesh. I have flesh. You have flesh. Human flesh.
Right. So if God comes down to earth in flesh, right, through a woman, what would that mean? Does that mean God was born?
Of course, if he came down through a
No.
woman, why would he need to come down through a
Okay,
woman?
so are you saying God didn't exist before that?
So
If that was the case, did God exist before that? That's what I'm asking.
Well, there has to be one God, right?
No, just see that's what I'm saying. The questions you're asking, and then it's
Okay.
like you lose and then it's like you lose brain cells after trying to establish it. Dude, don't ask a question if you can't build. I'm asking you, if God is God and he pre-exists, right, the world, and he just exists,
Uh-huh.
and he decides to enter this earth through a woman's body
Uh-huh.
and come to us and dwell with us in flesh, does that mean that God was born in a way that means that he never existed?
That doesn't make sense. Then I would ask you who the father
All right,
is.
bro. All right, bro.
let me.
Thanks for coming, bro. Just kick back in the audience, dude. You're trying
No,
to be
let him
willfully
stay
ignorant.
here. Let him stay here. Let
No,
me
he's trying to
respond.
be willful. Okay, if he could stay, but he's just gonna have to mute up. He can't engage in a conversation because he doesn't even know how to build in his own arguments.
All right,
He
that's
doesn't know how to move in his own arguments, dude. He poses a problem,
My
I
man,
try to fix it for him, and he
no,
goes somewhere
you
else.
said
Like I
you
can't
said
help you,
God can
bro.
come down as flesh, and I asked you,
You
who's the
don't want
Father?
to get it, dude. You
I
don't
said,
want to get
okay,
it. Just mute up, man.
he
Just
came
it's
down as
okay.
flesh. Then who's the Father?
Okay,
I'm
so if
asking you.
we
I'm asking you a question. Asking who's the father shows that you haven't been paying attention to this conversation at all because we described to you what the Trinity was.
I'm gonna mute
So
myself, bro.
you
You're
have a
confusing yourself.
yeah.
Go
Just
ahead.
mute
Go
up,
ahead.
Bear, because you have a problem that you don't want to hear the answer to. That's the point. You don't want to get it. So just stop asking questions and just listen to the conversation.
yeah,
Go ahead,
so
word.
yeah, just to reply to word, if we read Hebrew 7:1-3, it says, "This Melchizedek was king of Salem and priest of God Most High. He met Abraham returning from the feet of the kings and blessed them, and Abraham gave him a tenth of everything. First, the name Melchizedek mean king of righteousness, then also king of Salem is the king of peace. Without father or mother, without genealogy, without beginning or end of life, resembling the Son of God, he remains priest forever." So he existed at all times.
No, he didn't.
That's what the verse says.
No, he didn't. You see, when it says he is without father or mother or genealogy, that means they just didn't know his genealogy. That's all it's saying. Have neither
It says
beginning
that
of
he
days or
remains
no
a.
end of his life. So they don't know when he was born and they don't know when he died.
So the king of Bible didn't know when he was born and when he died.
Nobody knew who his father and mother was. No one knew his genealogy, and no one knew, since they didn't know his father or mother or his genealogy, they had no clue whether what day he was born or what day he died. It's not saying that he was everlasting, he was eternal. It's not what that means.
It literally says he remains a priest forever, and he met Abraham.
Okay, because the
How
only
can you
way the
meet?
priest,
How
hold
can you
on, the
meet
only way,
Abraham if
hold on, listen. The only way a priesthood can be passed on is after they die. But they don't know if he died, when he died, or anything like that. So his priesthood is still going on because no one can verify his death. Because they didn't know whether he was oh man, hold on. I got booted from
right? So what
TikTok.
does it mean when the verse gives references to him meaning Abraham? How can he exist through the Hebrew time, but then also have met
Hey,
Abraham?
Life,
Yeah.
did you get that app notice, that notification?
No, it's probably gonna be 12 o'clock at your spot faster than me, so you probably got it.
It says, sorry, TikTok isn't available right now. A law banning TikTok has been enacted in the U.S., unfortunately. So we are fortunate that the President Trump has indicated that he will work with us on a solution to reinstate TikTok once he takes office. Please stay tuned. But now it's telling me to close the app. So if I close the app, I'm gone. Once I close the app,
Damn.
I'm out. I'm out of here.
Yeah. See, that's all I said. Everybody, where, because you go, it's gonna be the 19th, 3 hours earlier for me.
So you ain't running from this dude?
So for you, because you 2 or 3 hours ahead of me.
I'm 2 hours.
Yeah. See, so yep. That's crazy. Yeah. So me in a couple of hours, I'm gonna get the notice too.
And y'all, good luck with that TikTok, yeah.
Yep. You see my YouTube, my YouTube.
Don't
If I
don't
close the
close the
app,
live.
I'm out of there, man. I can't close the app. I'm gonna have to keep
No,
Oh, they
TikTok
said
open.
debate with me here, but don't leave anywhere, fam.
some people saying they getting kicked out. They on my YouTube right now talking about they just got kicked out.
Yo, word. Never close this live. Just like have it on,
he
like a few
he
weeks
gonna
straight.
this not my live, so he gonna have to life gonna have to
Yeah,
close it
you might have
eventually.
to like keep the live going. We have to say goodbye to TikTok.
I'm just
All right,
saying,
so
I'm here for now.
can we move on? Can we move on? I want to ask you another question regarding this argument.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, so did this character in the Hebrew Bible did he meet Abraham? Because according to the verse, he did after a battle.
Yeah, in Genesis 15.
Right.
I
So if he
mean,
met
yeah,
Abraham,
Genesis.
it means Yeah, so if he met Abraham, it means he existed literally centuries ago, and he also existed in the time of Hebrew. Does that give you?
What do you mean? Hold
And
on. What do you mean he existed centuries ago?
because if he met Abraham and he's also alive during the Hebrew Bible, what does that tell you?
No one said he was still alive during the Hebrew Bible. Show me where it says that at. I mean, in Hebrews.
Let's see. Let me see.
It just said they're not aware of the end of his life. But resembling the Son of God, he continues as a priest forever. That's all that's saying. See how great this man was, to whom Abraham the patriarch gave the tenth of his spoils. And those descendants of Levi who receive the priestly office have a commandment in the law to take tithes from the people, that is, from their brothers, though these also are descendants from Abraham. But this man, who does not have his descendant from them, received tithes from Abraham and blessed him who had the promises. It is beyond dispute that the inferior is blessed by the superior. In the one case, tithes are received by mortal men, but in the other case, by one of whom it is testified that he lives. One might even say that the Levi himself, who receives tithes, pays tithes through Abraham, for he was still in the loins of his ancestors when Melchizedek met him.
Yeah, the Bible doesn't barely give any information about this guy. My argument was based on the fact that he was a priest forever.
But
So I was gonna
do
go
you
from
see when
there
it
and
says,
say,
but resembling the Son of God?
yeah, the
Okay, so that means resembling the Son of God. That doesn't make him the Son of God, and that doesn't make him eternal. That doesn't make that eternal, right? Oh man, I got kicked. I got kicked, yo. Oh, I can't get back in. TikTok go. TikTok gone. TikTok gone, y'all. Well. Well. We're out of there. We are out of there on TikTok. RIP TikTok. Maybe within a week we'll have it back. If Trump's saying he's going to work with him, maybe within a week we'll have it back. But as of now, TikTok is gone. TikTok is dead. TikTok is dead. I can't even. Let me see what Life doing. I think he was.
Y'all check this video out, man. This is crazy. So let me give you a little bit of backstory, guys. So I went to San Francisco.
Oh, he's doing his live review.
There's this church here, right? Quote unquote.
Of the church he went to.
And bro, like multiple gods. It's crazy. Islam. They got a bunch of stuff going on. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Let me show you guys real quick. I'll play like the first minute, and then you guys could go watch it yourself.
You gonna create a YouTube channel?
Yeah, I think they closed the app on me too, guys. It's over with. TikTok is done. I can't. They shut the whole live down. No one can hear anything.
TikTok's dead.
Hey, look. After this little minute, I'm gonna put the link out. Maybe we'll get some Muslims on here. If not, I guess we're just gonna have to shut down, y'all. Or maybe we can hang out, watch some videos together. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe have Word pop into the stream.
Trinity, because it's not multiple
All right,
gods.
look, check this out, though, guys. Check it out.
To do everything that the. Oh man.
church is because it allows the worship of multiple gods. Yes, you heard that right. I've got to react to this. If you're wondering why I'm standing
Sit back
in front
and
of
watch
church,
this
it's
from
because
life
it
real quick.
allows the worship of multiple gods. Yes, you heard that right. Directly inside of this church, there is a place where you can worship multiple gods. Now, this church is heavily centered around Jesus.
I got a
with
VPN.
beautiful artwork, beautiful glass windows, a massive reverb style effect due to how big the building is. They allow LGBT preachers and the worship of multiple gods.
I actually walked in and I saw a lady pray and actually got a conversation with her. I came here a month ago and I noticed that they have a place where you can worship other gods. This is completely against the Bible. The Bible that these people in this church are supposed to be reading from, in Exodus 20 verses 2 through 6, it says, I am the Lord your God who brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of slavery. You shall have no other gods before me. And all, those of you who know Deuteronomy 6:4 says the Lord your God is one. And you also know the Bible says that, Jesus was crucified. He's the Son of God.
This life.
And the place where you can worship in here contains symbols of the religion that literally speaks against that. Now, I'm going to take you guys on a tour inside. So come on with me and let's check it out. Testing. Yeah, so as you guys can see here, I am...
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that, guys.
Interfaith
In the
Memorial
church.
Chapel.
In the church, though. In the church. Like, for real. In the church.
This is crazy.
How do I feel about interfaith chapels and hospitals? That's a slippery slope. I don't think I want to comment on that. Do I think it's necessary? No. I mean, I think if you're going to pray to whatever God you want to pray for your family, then that's fine. But just interfaith chapels, just like a specific place where it's like, hey, everybody can go there and worship their different God. That's different. And right, like TR said, well, this ain't a church, but even in a hospital, that's like completely different. Am I okay with everybody standing around worshiping a different God in one place? No, but a hospital is different. This is in a church though, like legit in a church. Like this isn't for example, right? You guys saw when I walked in, directly to the right, this is where it is. And then right outside is where they literally sit and worship. Like this is directly in the church. This isn't a separate building. It's literally right there. And they even said that they put it there on purpose.
It's a
Like
pretty
they put
church,
it there
though.
right
Pretty church.
in front on purpose. So, this was
Yeah,
fun.
I have
And then look,
Clubhouse, Danny.
I saw this lady, right? She was in there praying.
Every month, this Airbnb pays me in semi-passive income. Now, here's the thing. I don't own it, and I don't pay any rent.
All right.
I'm really trying to get me a camera so I can go out and do stuff like
that's
this.
not very consistent with Christian.
But I need a good camera.
So look, I asked her a question. I said,
Hopefully I can
hey, what
get
do you
one
feel
soon.
about like the contradictory religions that you got, on here? Like, what do you feel about that? And she was like, oh, well, that's, my friend. She also said something about it and blah, blah, blah. So her friend even said something about it. And she's still there praying and stuff and worshiping. It's like, Christianity doesn't teach that. And she tries to say she's a Christian, but she's literally like in there going against Christianity with all this going on. And it's not like she's worshiping Jesus with this in here. It's like she's actually like okay with this. Also too, HDTV preachers and stuff like that too. Because they do contain different beliefs, contradictory beliefs as well. What would you say to someone that would pose that to you as a worshiper in this church?
No, thank you very much. I think that's an excellent question. And actually someone in my writing group just asked me that. She was kind of, poo-pooing and making fun of Grace Cathedral because they have yoga on the labyrinth. And she was saying, well, that's not very consistent with Christian theology, is it? That's Hindu-based. Mm-hmm. But my spiritual journey has taken me in an interfaith direction. I was raised as a Christian, as a Lutheran Christian, and my father was a Lutheran theologian. And
well, so we got any Lutherans in here? She cooking you? We got any Lutherans in here, y'all? She cooking or what?
Minister. And
What if
so,
somebody want to
but
worship
what
the
has
devil?
deepened my spiritual understanding of Christianity is my study, for instance, of Buddhism. And I got my master's degree from Naropa University, a Buddhist university in Boulder, Colorado. And so, like the Dalai Lama, who's a Tibetan Buddhist teacher, obviously, says that it's good for people to deepen their spiritual path in their own tradition if they can, because you.
Now watch this. Wait.
I love this.
So I asked her about the LGBT stuff too.
Down.
And she's like an LGBT. Here we go. And guys, I don't. If you watch the video, you'll know why I'm whispering. I'm literally whispering because this place it's got some really good acoustics going on. And I mean, even if you talk at room level, you're like screaming in there. So that's why she's whispering and I'm whispering, because everything is just so loud in here.
Yeah, William.
Nothing is wrong with
William,
Lutherans. She said
shutdown.
she was Lutheran, and that's what led her to this. So I'm saying, is she cooking, y'all? Is she cooking or no? Let me know, man. Lutherans ain't with this, huh?
Church is a Protestant Christian church.
This church has all types of preachers, like an LGBT preacher. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, so I'm very supportive of that. I
Very
love
supportive.
this church and this congregation
God bless
because
you,
they're
William.
open to all people. The cathedral is a house of worship and prayer for all people, whether you're a Christian, whether you're a Buddhist, whether you're Hindu, whether you're LGBTQ, whether etc. All people.
Nah, chat. We ain't doing all that.
That's wild, man.
We ain't doing all that. We ain't doing all that. Did I debate her? No, of course. No, I'm not gonna debate her, bro. Not about to debate her in there. I'm trying to do a documentary on the spot. I'm not gonna debate her and not be able to get the rest of my work. But I did. She did give me her card. I told her I would send her the video or email the video or let her see the video when I get it up, so she can get the truth from watching my video. But I don't need to debate her. These people have their mind made up already. You don't gotta debate everywhere you go.
Sailor, what's good, Sailor?
But I did let her know that
we was just cooking on TikTok earlier.
It definitely is controversial.
TikTok
where she's
shut
at
down
and
on
where she's
us.
And I gave her all three questions to make her think about where she's doing and where she's at, because this is an issue. But in the video, I did make statements that this is wrong. This church, this part of the church or whatever, should not be in here, and etc. But no, you got to learn when to debate and not debate.
I'm gonna try to use a VPN.
All right, let's see. So the link at the top, guys, is to the video. The camera quality is crazy. Yeah, thanks, guys. I pulled out my movie camera for that one, man. I got a cinematic camera. Pulled that one out for this one. Did I start flipping tables? If it was one of those videos, you would have saw the thumbnail of me flipping tables in there, man. But no, I didn't go full fledged.
Hey, chat. You know,
I went in there, man. Hey, the truth speaks for itself sometimes, man. Sometimes we don't gotta debate it.
Put on my VPN and try to go live from my desktop.
Goodness, that was funny.
And maybe
I thought about
work.
that too. I'm
so
like,
y'all
man,
give me a minute.
I could debate.
I'm in the live.
Oh, look, okay. So guys, look, I'll tell you a story.
If it works,
tell you a story.
I'll be back.
So I did ask
y'all.
to get in contact with